Good afternoon and a joyous Erev Pesach to all of you. At this time would actually be the very moments where in the times of the Beis HaMikdash of the Holy Temple, we would all be on Temple Mount preparing our Korban Pesach, the Korban, the offering for Pesach, the lamb, preparing for the Seder tonight, which would be held in groups all around Jerusalem. So it's a very holy and special time right now, these hours before the Seder. So I want to wish all of you a wonderful, happy Pesach, a good Yom Tov, and may we all have miracles and experience true freedom in all of our lives. And with that, dear friends, I want to share with you all the Daily Mitzvah for tomorrow, for tonight and tomorrow, for the first day of Pesach. Two mitzvahs as we continue learning. Mitzvah number one is the mitzvah, all the mitzvahs involved in the actions of Mezuzah. So writing the Mezuzah and affixing the Mezuzah to our homes and to all the doors in our homes, as the verse says in the Torah, and we say it all in the Shema, Uchsaftam al mezuzah Pesach uvisharecha, and you shall write these on the doorposts of your homes and on your gates. That is the first mitzvah. Second mitzvah for today is that every single male Jew should have their own Sefer Torah. Every single Jew has to have a Torah for themselves. Ideally, the real best way to do this mitzvah is to personally write your own Torah. But if you can't write it, then you should buy a Torah, or you should commission somebody to write it for you. The mitzvah comes from the verse in the Torah, Kisfu lechem es hashira hazos, that you shall write down for yourselves this song, and this song is referring not only to the song that appears right there, it's in the Parsha of Hazinu at the very end of the Torah, and end of Deuteronomy. There's a song there, the Song of Hazinu, but it even refers to the whole Torah, and this is the source for the idea that every single Jew should write down the Torah for themselves. The Talmud tells us, and the Rambam brings it down, that even if one inherited a Torah from his father, from his forefathers, it's a mitzvah to be personally invested and write it down and make your own Torah for yourself. Now, in today's day and age, it is pretty difficult. Most people do not know the art of how to write a Sefer Torah, and it's also extremely expensive for every single person to spend the money and buy their own Torah. So the way that we do this mitzvah today is, number one, if you are able to, you should buy your own Torah or commission your own Torah and donate it to a shul where it's going to be read, and this is your Torah, and it carries your name, your family's name. So there's no question that is a positive mitzvah, biblical mitzvah that we all have, and if possible, we should do that. But if not, the way that we can fulfill this mitzvah is by buying a letter in a Torah scroll. There are community Torah scrolls, and there's actually special Torah scrolls for children. So there's the children's Sefer Torah, and then there's for adults, and you could buy a letter. You pay, and one letter is on your name, and that way you have a portion in the whole of Sefer Torah, and that is the way that we fulfill this mitzvah. And the idea behind this mitzvah is that every single Jew should be invested in it, invest personally in the Torah being a part of our property, being part of our lives. We spend the time and the money and the effort. And there's also a pragmatic reason that this is important, because the Jewish people need Torah scrolls. And therefore, every single Jew has the personal responsibility to make sure that there are Torah scrolls for the Jewish people to study and read from. And dear friends, that is the daily mitzvah for the first day of Pesach, these two mitzvahs, Mezuzah, and owning and creating your own Torah scroll. And I want to wish you all a good Yom Tov, and we'll see you all right after Yom Tov for the daily mitzvah for day number 2 of Pesach. Take care, everybody. Have wonderful Seders. Sei gesund.